This episode is all about Nico, a dangerous arms dealer who does an illegal arms deal right on US soil, and he's trying to escape with the money and his arms, and we need to be on hot pursuit to catch him. And Bryan is not as good as the FBI combat drivers, and we have Agent Wood from the FBI, played by Ryan Blaney, and he is a man with his own particular set of skills that Bryan can't replicate. It's been fantastic, really, because there can be stunt casting, and you can get someone that doesn't fit the bill. But the character itself, after meeting Ryan on the first day, he is this guy, and it's great. He's a young upstart who's is super qualified to drive this car. And Ryan has a great vulnerability, and he also has a really good wit. So Bryan and Agent Wood together, it's a kind of little buddy movie in that car, and Ryan's brought some really good humor to the part. It was really funny. They came up to me, and he's doing like donuts and spinning the car, and they're like, "Clive, have you ever done anything like this before? Do you need a briefing?" I'm like, "I've never done anything like this before," and they're like, Ryan, have you ever shot a gun? You ever done a tactical reload? And he's like, yeah, I've done all that before. So he was already ready to go. No training required. We needed a great driver. Not only that, we wanted to go to the NASCAR and get a driver that fit the part of Agent Wood, and he needs to be young. And Ryan is he became 9th in NASCAR this year. He's a real up and coming star, and he's in his early 20s, and it fits the bill perfectly. I mean, Ryan is a match made in heaven for this character. I mean, that guy's behind the wheel, and he's swerving and chicaning on the highway, and I'm trying to hang out of the window and fire a semi-automatic machine gun. I felt like I was a bucking bronco out there. I was flying all over the place trying to keep my aim, which is kind of what it would be. I mean, this is a high-speed combat chase, and Ryan doesn't take any prisoners or pull any punches. There's been a couple of quite exciting stunts that Ryan's had to perform. There's a classic NASCAR maneuver where a pit maneuver where he comes out, and there's a car that's protecting the big rig truck that's got our main baddie in it, and he has to swerve and just almost dink this car on the side of its bumper, and the car goes careering off into the side of the road. And this is a pinpoint accuracy you need to do that without hurting anybody. And it's been a bit of a roller coaster on there. And it's I've been in the passenger seat watching it all. It's pretty intense. I feel like I've been taken out of the sofa and into the TV, and I'm watching this guy perform these things. I feel very privileged to be in there. It's like being in a NASCAR. As a fan of NASCAR, you watch these guys race, but there's only one seat in those cars, and I almost have like that extra seat that we all pine to have. I'm trying to stay in character as Bryan Mills, but I'm staying to the right of this guy who he's like the Terminator. He's so controlled, and he's just everything has its time and its place, and and you feel completely safe with this man, but at the same time you're looking out there and you just you're screaming inside. This episode is high octane. You'll be the story itself has got many twists and turns. It's high energy, it's high octane, and it's out of this world. Just hearing him rev the engine up, and it's kind of like sends shivers down your spine. It just gives you, I can never imagine, but just being in the car with him just gives you an inkling of what it must be like on pole position on the NASCAR, and just hearing those engines roar, and then when the flag goes, and it's all bets are off.